Hello, my name is Madeline, and I'm going to do a read right now for the energy of Sagittarius. And I I keep notes on planetary placements for all the signs. So when I do my tarot reads, I can help, I can always check my notes and see where everyone's planets are. So for Sagittarians right now, and I do this on ascendant, lining it up with ascendant. And so for Sagittarians, we got a lot of planets in the 11th house in Libra. And we just had today Mars moved into Libra. So for Sagittarians, that's in the 11th house. So there might be a lot of socializing going on for Sagittarians right now. And they might be having a good time because they're very balanced because it's in Libra. So they're probably being very calm and easygoing right now. And then we have Mars energy, so work energy is probably going very balanced and calm and around a lot of people and involving lots of groups of people or the tribe or social media. So we got also Saturn went direct last week in the second house for Sagittarians, so finances are going to be better and ways of making money that may have been stalled will now go forward. We have Uranus in the 6th, Neptune in the 4th house, in Taurus, Neptune's in Pisces. Pluto went direct yesterday in the second house for Sagittarians, so that's a lot of deep fears around the ability to be financially self-supporting, independent, are being cleared. And we have that moon coming in on the 13th, the Aries moon in the 9th house for Sagittarius. That's a lot of fire, a lot of illumination, philosophical, maybe new beliefs, or maybe new ideas or new identity based on new beliefs, because it's in Aries, which is all about the identity, the body. Could be traveling, could be physically traveling, or ways, or becoming, because the full moon brings things to light. So there might be new ideas or new plans to travel that are very exciting, inspiring. Okay, so last week we had the new moon in Libra, and that would have been in the, that would have been in the 11th house for Sagittarius. So, all right, so that would be, this is the other card that I temporarily use for that card. That would be, again, relationships in social media, tribe 11th house things, friends, large groups of friends. So in the new moon, so it'd be new relationships or sort of a new fresh start with that. Okay, so let's have a look and see how all that plays out for Sagittarius in these cards. I call in the highest guides and angels, highest frequency guides and angels available to guide this read, guide me, to pass the message on as clearly, and a message that will be of highest, best help to Sagittarians. And to their highest, best destiny, highest, best version of themselves. And also I'm going to be hosting a workshop tomorrow where I teach divination in the Pasadena area. So if you're interested in joining, feel free to email me below. My email is below. And also if you would like a personal read, you may email me below. And what else? The Tower. Ooh, okay. That's the card. I trade for that. Okay. Four of Pentacles, Devil, Hangman, Six of Cups, Tower, Seven of Pentacles, Four of Cups, Hierophant, Nine of Wands, Eight of Cups. Alrighty. Okay, Sagittarius, let's have a look and see what is going on. Also, did I say if you want a personal read, you may email me. You can feel free to email me. All right. Okay, so let's have a look. Sagittarians are holding on to their money right now. They are feeling a little out of alignment, maybe looking, maybe assessing lack a little bit right now. Feeling a little bit depressed. Let's have a look at why. Okay, so this is interesting. So there's a change, obviously. The Tower card represents change. And this is interesting because Sagittarians are having to learn to really release a lot of, shall we say, thoughts around finances that throw them out of balance, and about making money, because we get the Hangman. So the divine is coming in, and how I do my grid is, this is a situation, what you think of it, what the divine wants you to think of it, and the wild card or the outcome. And then we get the heart space. Head, my energy reads are head heart alignment. So this person, this is the head heart alignment spot. This person is out of alignment. So Sagittarians have been a little out of alignment about their finances, feeling a little bummed out, shall we say. I will talk about this section in a minute. Now the divine wants you to know, though, that there is a releasing of ego happening here to let things happen. So the North Node is in the 8th. Wait, what did I say? What was going on for Pluto? Yeah, so Pluto is in Capricorn. So we've got these fears around money, karmic blockage, ego blockage around money for Sagittarians, because where's that Pluto? Because of that second house placement. So what that means to me is there's some real letting go of control around making money, or the Sagittarians are really releasing the illusions that they're in complete control of their financial or their financial situation. In other words, there's sort of a big kind of awakening or realization that but by letting go, it's going to transform their situation and make them deal with some fears around finances and not being financially safe or secure, saving money back, holding back on money, which Sagittarians have a hard time with, because, I mean, you know, we had Saturn stationing, we had Saturn in retrograde holding in the second house for Sagittarians. So that would have been delays in money income, or ways of making money, or efforts that you had been started to make money that were not really kind of bearing fruit, but are now going to start happening. So the Sagittarians have had to really hold back and save their money and be kind of tight. But that's all changing. That's going to change. And the ego mentality that Sagittarians hold around money and around being controlling, around trying to control their life in order to make money. So the Sagittarians are really letting that go, the Hangman, and realizing that inner harmony of union. Now also, this can also mean a relationship or reconciliation. This also could be a relationship turning into a commitment very quickly, or work relationships, but letting go of a sadness from assessing. The depression comes from assessing not enough money, but the block from not having enough money is this illusion that Sagittarians have been holding, that they have to control everything around their income. So they're really releasing that and letting the divine in on it. And when you let the divine in on it, you let go, you release. This is this transformation. This is this Pluto. This transformation of ego around money, and sometimes that sounds like ego is like, oh, I'm such a big deal, I can make money. But actually, it's just really saying, I think I'm the one that's making all this money, and I forgot that there's destiny and a divine in the picture, and I'm not the only one doing all of this. And Sagittarians being close to Capricorn, I guess, well, the Pluto being in their second house is going to be clearing some illusions around money and deep notions that that it's through control that we do well, when really it's through letting go and allowing the allowing the higher realms, the other forces in. And this is a very transformative period for Sagittarians, developing a strength in their ability to allow the divine in, and to kind of relax about the finances, and to really clear a depression around it. And then we get this either contracts coming in, finances, or relationships coming in. Because this fear, we get this card too, the Justice and the Death card again. So this deep fear around finances, around being able, around feeling powerful in your ability to materialize money, and feeling that power and feeling that ability is changing, is going to happen, is going to come in quite quickly. You're going to feel that fear, that it's kind of hard to explain, because it's this ego drive that earning money, that you have the capacity to do it, that you work really hard and make the money, when really the divine is a big part of this picture. And if you let go, it's going to free up the energy. And then once that happens, it has a global effect in your life. It then enables relationships to come through. So if you're a single Sagittarian, looks like a relationship's going to happen. You're going to be committed, because the fears, there's this global experience happening in your life that's clearing some deep fears. And if you are already in a relationship, it'll become more committed, or work relationships will become more committed, or being of service, you're going to commit to service, because this is also the ego thing. Once the Sagittarians throw themselves into service and just be, and to give, this is another card representing service, not worrying about, because this is a fulfillment. So there's going to be a more, this pulls into alignment. There's going to be a lot more fulfillment in the way the Sagittarians do earn money, when they earn money from a place of letting go and not focused on the financial aspect of it. I know Sagittarians like to spend and be free with money, but in order to do that, there's some strength that needs to be developed in your ability to let go and release ego control over the money, and allow the universe. God wants you to know you're safe. You are safe financially. So allow yourself to feel safe financially, even though the money might be a little tight. But commitments coming in, relationship commitments are coming in, fears, deep fears. Because if you hold that illusion that you've really got to make every dime, I mean that it's just you materializing, then you feel powerless if it's not going, if the wheel, because the wheel of fortune is always up and down. So when the wheel of fortune is down, we just trust the divine is going to pull it back up again, and we will pull it back up again in co relationship with the divine. So some fears. So the Sagittarians are releasing. This is a big Tower card, which is really letting go, like really like a heart exploding. The fear, it's like a big fear release of, and I want to say that it's a positive Tower, because it's like this change is going to be very solid and deep, and this is also ending the negativity of the Tower is what's being transformed here and turned into a strength. You've become very strong, Sagittarians. Things are becoming clearly better. You clearly had a deep transformation as far as your ability to trust in the higher realms to allow the flow of your income. Oh, and the Emperor card would mean that status is increasing from ego place, right? We're going to go to a status position where you really are becoming more the boss and upgraded. So thank you, Sagittarians. This was an interesting read. I think it's a beautiful read, because it's the part that's going to happen before the, this is this sort of last transformative experience for you that's going to empower you to become much more at flow with your income. Okay? All right, namaste. Thank you, Sagittarians.